Well, hello there, everyone. How you doing out there in Mazske Finance world? Actually, it's not Mazske Finance world. I'm not a cocky person. I'm quite humble, actually, and I try to be friendly to everybody. Anyway, I am Mazske, coming to you currently from the country of Panama. In my, let's see, standing on my back porch here. Yeah, looking down at the beach there. That's my view every morning when I get up. Come out here and I kind of look down below. Might come up here and like lean on this, not look at the direction I'm now, but look down that way, look around, all out there. Earlier today we heard a noise, and there was actually somebody flying out there. He had like one of those parachute things, and there was a motor. You could hear the motor running. He was sitting there. This like big parachute. I've seen it before in the States somewhere. I think in Maryland when I was a kid growing up. Saw somebody flying something like that. So anyway, hopefully doing outstanding. And like always, I am Mazske Finance. I'm going to talk to you about a financial topic today, some options and everything. And as always, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a CPA. I'm not an attorney. And in case I throw out anything health related, I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist. So anyway, I've had my cup of green tea this morning, had my cups of coffee, had some fruit, nuts, no vegetables just yet. I have a xylitol tablet in my mouth too. Xylitol is something, it's helps your teeth, helps the enamel rebuild and that sort of thing. There's ways that I'm finding out if you have a cavity, you can actually do certain things to help your teeth regrow itself, to repair it, so you don't have to get a filling. So anyway, that's thought for another topic perhaps. Look at this ATV down there. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Gee, where's that? Where's that? Oh, there it is. Right up in there. You see it moving. So anyway, yeah, last night, I'll tell you real quick. We were hanging out. I was watching the Orioles game in here till 7:30ish or so, and went down below. Oh, where the I can't see it. Right there, that little red roof there. That's where the beach bar is. I met a guy yesterday named Rich. He's a singer, and we had a nice conversation on the pool deck. And he told me he was going to be singing last night, and I told him we'd be down there later. And we went down there, and he was singing kind of pop music from the 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe to the 80s. Just him by himself playing his guitar. Quite enjoyable. We sat on Adirondack chairs on the beach. And by golly, I think we talked to more people last night than we ever have here. And it's kind of cool. So, and Rich, he's a great guy. We had a nice conversation with his wife. He hung out with us a little bit at the end, too. So we'll probably be seeing him again. He lives in the next tower over from me, and somewhere in that tower. I'm not sure what condo he has in there. So anyway, in the course of my conversation last night, and in all the days I've been here, I have spoken to people and had conversations with people. Like last night, Sean. Sean's from Kentucky. He's going back today, I think, for about 2 weeks. Rich is from, I think, California. Alan's from East Coast, Massachusetts, I believe, somewhere else on the East Coast. And I've met people from Canada and Netherlands, Amsterdam, Belgium, Russia, France, Spain, England, South Africa, all kinds of people here in Panama. And yet, most Americans rarely venture outside the border of the United States, it seems. Or if they do, where do they go? They go to Europe, because that's the in thing. Or they go on a Caribbean cruise, because that's the cool thing. I'm thinking about taking a cruise. I'm not sure when I'll do it. But if I do it, I'm thinking about taking a transatlantic cruise, or perhaps a cruise around Tierra del Fuego, which is the tip of South America. Something a little bit longer, maybe a month long. Why? Because I have the time. I'm financially independent. I can kind of do within reason and whatever I can afford. I'm not super wealthy, but I can kind of do more or less whatever I want. I have options, and I won't say whatever I want. I can't go buy a Lamborghini and pay cash for it, and I don't want to. So anyway, what you gotta start doing is you gotta take that first step. Just take that first step. What do I mean by taking that first step? I don't mean to, you could, if you take a job, you could start a 401k at your company, maybe get the company match. That's the first step. Yes, I agree, that's the first step. But what I'm talking about is take the first step to buy your first rental property. I've said it 100 times. Get a duplex, triplex, quadplex. Live in a unit and rent the others out, because then someone else is paying your mortgage for you. Think about that. Someone else is paying your mortgage for you. And then you do it again. Or if you got enough money, put a 20% down payment on a single family home and buy a rental house. That's how I did it. I used a HELOC when I got started because I didn't have a lot of money. I used a HELOC, which is a home equity line of credit. That's how I got started. I told someone recently I didn't have much cash at all when I started. I might have, at age 49, I might have had $25,000 in the bank in cash. And I didn't want to take all of that to buy my first rental house, but my house was paid off. My primary residence was paid off. So I got a HELOC for $30,000, and that HELOC assisted me in buying 3, 4, 5 different houses. I can't remember exactly how many I used it for. Okay? But you just got to get started. When you get started, things happen. Doors open. And even if you don't want to get started investing, if you've got some sort of guaranteed income that you can live on, maybe it's Social Security, maybe it's a pension, maybe you retire from the military, you got a pension, consider living somewhere else. Come on down here to Panama if you want to. It's a pretty country. Lots of water, towers, lots of green stuff. And I'm just in one little small section. I have made videos on my channel down in Panama City. I think I've made some videos up in Cherokee. I might have made videos in Guadalajara Peninsula, Las Tablas, Guadalajara. I'm not sure. Yeah, yep, I did. I made a video a couple years ago in Guadalajara at an Airbnb. I remember that. So I do have a video there somewhere on my channel. But you just got to get started. That's all you got to do. And I can tell you on and on and on how to do it. Talk to your lender. Talk to a bank. Just call your bank. If you got a savings account somewhere, go in and talk to them one day. Ask them what's the process of getting a mortgage on a rental property. See if they'll do it. Evaluate yourself. What's your net worth? How much cash do you have? If you have $25,000 in the bank, it's a start. That could be a down payment somewhere. It's a start. All right? But you just got to get started. It's not a race. You hear others out there talking about becoming billionaires and getting 1,000 units or 100 units. It's not a race. Just get one. Excuse me. Sorry, I was talking too much. But just get one. And then take your time and get a second one. Maybe take another year or two, get a third. Maybe take another year or two, get a fourth. But then the magic will start happening. If you don't change your lifestyle, you will see you have more cash coming in. And you're not changing your lifestyle, so you're saving it up. So then you can save your next down payment quicker. Or if you're buying that duplex, triplex, or quadplex, and you live there a year for free because your tenants are paying your mortgage, by golly, buy another one. And you might go from having one duplex to having 2 duplexes. That's 4 units. You're living in one, you got 3 more. Okay? But you got options. And then once you get to a certain point, and for all of us it's a different level, we all have different lifestyles and such, you can decide what it is you want to do. Do you want to live in a different country? Do you want to live in a different part of the United States? Wherever you live at, if you're in Europe, if you're in Canada, if you're here in Panama, do you want to travel more? Do you want to stop working? Do you want to do you have young kids and you want to spend time with them and coach their sports team and volunteer in their school? You want to come down here and volunteer in an animal shelter where you walk dogs every day, or volunteer in a school somewhere. Do what, you got options. We all have different likes and interests. Things you want to do, I don't know what you want to do. You got to decide what you want to do. But give yourself options, okay? Just get started. Take that first step. And then maybe you can start taking some steps on the beach. Every day if you want. You can watch the sunset on the beach. You can watch the full moon coming up on the beach. You can watch the sun rising on the other side. My front door out there is facing the other direction, and the sun comes up over on that side. You can watch the sunrise. Maybe you want to go swimming in one of the pools down below. There's one down there. There's 3 pools down there, plus a couple small ones. If you want to ride that parasail type thing that guy was riding this morning, maybe you want to go zip lining. I'm planning to go to Panama City sometime and go zip lining. They have a zip line between 2 skyscrapers down there, crosses a busy street. I plan to do that zip line at some point. I'm planning to go down to the country of Colombia at some point, probably Cartagena. Down there, I may, talking to somebody last night about Switzerland and Hungary. I may try to go to Switzerland or Hungary. I may try to go to Amsterdam. I may try to go to Belgium. I don't want to go to South Africa, I don't think. According to the South Africans, I know they got too many problems over there, so I don't think I want to go there. But we'll see. We'll see. Things have a tendency to change as time goes on, for the better or for the worse. All right, so with that being said, let me see here. Oh boy, we're over 10 minutes. My goal is to keep these videos under 10 minutes now. All right, so with that being said, there's a couple of our plants in the corner there. That being said, I hear something. What am I seeing? Let me see. Let me look around. Hold on, hold that thought there, young folks. Oh, there it is. Small airplane flying up there. That's what it was. I thought it might be that parasail type thing. All right. So that being said, have a great day. Let me know if you need any help getting started. You can always email me, maskingfinance@gmail.com. Email is always in my description. Have a great day. Maskies signing.